The galactic arena was silent. Rows of delegates from across the stars leaned forward, eager to witness the encounter. Few events in history had carried such weight. The meeting of two Deathworld species. Humans, newcomers to the galactic stage, had already shaken the balance of power. Deathworlders, beings forged on planets so hostile that survival itself was a miracle, were rare. Most species avoided them. But now, humanity was about to stand face to face with the feared Kartak, a warrior race whose brutality had crushed empires. The chamber doors hissed open. From one side strode the Kartak warlord, a hulking creature covered in jagged armor plates, claws curling with natural menace. His very presence radiated intimidation. Every step he took reverberated through the floor. From the opposite side came Captain Marcus Hale of Earth, a soldier not particularly tall, not covered in scales or spikes. His uniform was crisp, his face unreadable, his eyes sharp with quiet confidence. The contrast was almost laughable. Some delegates smirked. How could the fragile-looking human possibly stand against a living weapon like the Kartak? The two stopped in the center of the arena, only a meter apart. For a long moment, they simply stared at each other. The warlord broke the silence, his voice like grinding stone. So this is the human warrior. I expected more mess. His grin revealed rows of serrated teeth. Your people claim to be Deathworlders. Prove it, or bow before your betters. Marcus didn't move. He didn't flinch. His answer was calm, almost conversational. Bow? Humans don't bow. Not to kings. Not to gods. Certainly not to threats. A ripple went through the crowd. The warlord's grin widened. Arrogant words. But words do not bleed. Tell me, human, what makes your kind think you belong among us? Marcus's gaze hardened. He stepped closer, so close that the towering alien had to look directly into his eyes. Because while you evolved claws and armor to survive, we had nothing. Just fragile skin and fragile bones. We lived on a world that tried to kill us every single day, with storms, predators, diseases, and each other. And we endured. His voice grew colder, sharper. We didn't survive by being the strongest. We survived by being relentless, by fighting wars that spanned continents, by clawing fire from stone and bending nature to our will, by turning every weakness into a weapon. That's what makes us Deathworlders. The warlord tilted his head, amusement flickering in his eyes. You speak boldly, but where is your proof? Marcus leaned in just enough that his words became a razor whisper. Our proof lies in history. Every empire that tried to conquer us, gone. Every predator that hunted us, extinct. Every obstacle that told us to stop, we climbed over it, tore through it, or burned it to the ground. You want proof? Look around. He gestured at the chamber, at the hundreds of alien species watching. We're here, and nothing stopped us from getting here. Silence swallowed the hall. The delegates shifted uneasily. The Kartak warlord's grin slowly faded. For the first time, the alien blinked. Not in mockery, but in consideration. His claws flexed, then retracted. Finally, he gave a slow, deliberate nod. Perhaps, the warlord rumbled. We are not so different, you and I. But I see now, your people do not bow. They rise. And then, to the shock of the galaxy, the warlord inclined his massive head. Just slightly, but enough for all to see. The chamber erupted in whispers. A Kartak bowing, even the smallest gesture, was unheard of. But he had done it not out of defeat but out of respect. Captain Marcus Hale stood tall, his expression unchanged. He hadn't bowed, he hadn't flinched, and he hadn't raised a weapon. Yet in that moment the galaxy understood something terrifying. When two Deathworld species meet, one bows. And it will never be the humans.